Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. All right, we've got CryptoCon here posting this. Guys, let's take a look at the S&P 500. Today is Saturday, May the 3rd, so the markets are closed now, but it is interesting to see what's happening. Macro market structures are going to affect crypto, I think, sooner rather than later. CryptoCon here says, looks like the S&P 500 is already making a swift recovery from its quarter cent cycle theory 15-year high, just as we would have expected based on others. So remember just a few short months ago, it was all doom and gloom, Trump tariff talks, etc. Markets were correcting. Well, guys, now it's looking like markets are rebounding. Let's take a look at the S&P 500 real quickly here. And again, markets are closed today. Today is Saturday, May the 3rd. But guys, we're getting up there, V-bottoming out of that. Even if we do see a bit of a retracement here for the S&P 500, forming what would be that inverted head and shoulders pattern, and then blast off here, well, that would be expected. Let's just take a look at the Fibonacci here. We would need to get up past the 0.702, so that would be in and around here, and guys, we're actually getting quite close to there. We might get rejected first, like I said, bouncing back off the 0.5 and then ready for liftoff. CryptoCon continues by saying, I created this cycle theory just a couple of months ago, but it's already working wonders. The next major high for the stock market is not expected until 2028, and the next true recession-like period not till 2034, according to his theory. So we got a lot of time before that occurs. Luckily for us, cryptocurrencies do have to rebound as well. As we're seeing now, the crypto market is down by a little bit, so just under $3 trillion. We've got CMC 100, that's also down. But fear and greed, guys, still hovering in the 50s, 56 at neutral. Look at altcoin season, that's now actually up to 20 out of 100. Still a fairly low number, but guys, it is creeping up. As you can see down in here, most altcoins are still fairly flat. We're seeing a bit of red and green, not too much to write home about when it comes to activity price action. So, I thought I would take it to the charts here. Take a look at the total 3, and as you guys can see, yeah, we're just kind of slowly getting up above these levels here, coming out of what we are hoping is that final low back from earlier last month, April 7th, 2025. And I've already got some timelines here on the chart predicting some new highs from older videos. We're looking at, I don't know, maybe late summer. Let's take a look at the total 2. That would be the entire crypto market minus Bitcoin. And over here, we're seeing October 2025. Guys, there are going to be many different factors involved in deciding when the market high has occurred. And for more information, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Again, I think you guys know what I do over there. Panos here posting this. Okay, the more I see, the more convinced I am that tokens make 0 cents in 99.9% of cases in projects and apps. No tokens, no sales, no drama, no value extraction from the community, no friction, no BS. Just cool, useful products that help the ecosystem and provide value to users. So he's promoting his company, Nodos Finance. They do work with the XRP ledger. But, the statement is bold. Of course, we have been saying this for years now. It's going to be the 1% of cryptocurrencies that really do have a real-world value. Those are going to be the cryptos that do change lives. And so, this is why, for me personally, I'm deciding to cash out of 100% of some of my coins and, keep some of my real-world utility coins for down the road. Again, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel if you guys are interested in following what I'm doing. To that point here, I feel like people are catching on, and it's been a while. I feel like they're kind of late to the party here, considering the XRP community has already been supporting Ripple and XRP for so many years. Riz here posting this, Ripple acquisition is bigger than you think. And, although these guys are just figuring it out, it is important to note this is becoming mainstream.
So what's going inside of Brad's brain when he decided to buy that?
Genius. Ripple willed a not the most okay, what is the polite way to put this? What I think was a very retail driven idea, which is using XRP as a clearance currency.
Right.
Obviously that's never going to work. You can't have like a volatile asset as a clearing currency. Ripple and Brad and David and that whole team willed this basically like silly idea, which was using XRP as a clearance currency, into reality by just, basically shilling this thing for years, getting the token to go up, using the capital, and now building a massive war chest. And they are turning Ripple into a real business.
They will will it into existence.
This thing is I would say there's another.
I will give them the most amount of credit because this is what every foundation should be doing.
There's another. I would say the other person who did this strategy is Sergey at Chainlink.
Yes.
Sergey turned a Link, which was a meme coin, into a war chest of capital, into a company that has hundreds of employees and does deals that are 8-figure deals with L1s and L2s.
You will it into existence.
And
there's always a fake it till you make it kind of thing in every, and there's a fine line of how you walk that.
Yeah. Hidden Road is a legit, extremely legitimate business. And
I mean, this is the pitch for inversion, quite literally.
Build a war chest of capital and then acquire real businesses.
100%.
And I think this is genius. I think Brad,
totally.
I don't care what people say about Ripple anymore or Brad Garlinghouse is a phenomenal operator.
He not just in crypto, he might go down as one of the best best evangelists.
But just think about what we're saying. A year ago, I would have been like ragging on Ripple and ragging on. This tells me that they're serious. This is
they might go and become bigger than Ethereum.
They might go become. Boy, these guys are late to the party, in my opinion. But it's good to hear that a mainstream opinion is changing. Digital Perspectives also noticed this with regards to DTCC. See, this is the thing that people aren't paying attention to. Listen to what Nadine says. She stops herself, or at least it sounds as though she's stopping herself from spilling the beans.
The move to digital collateral has never been more relevant in playing a critical role in enhancing liquidity and strengthening resilience and soundness of the financial markets. It is well known that collateral is a multifaceted ecosystem with complexity growing each year. So what about the new world? Distributed ledger technologies have changed the game for settlement speed and security, reducing timing from days to minutes.
Wait, whoa.
Security, reducing timing. Security, reducing timing.
Security, Ripple, reducing timing. Things that make you go, I mean, I caught it, Digital Perspectives. I'm sure many of you guys also heard that. For those of you guys who follow me daily, you probably already did see this video, but if you guys didn't catch this video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. Basically, the DTCC patent that King Solomon noticed, that was the patent that was just actually patented or just actually filed last month, I do believe, or 2 months ago. It was March 2025, a patent connecting DTCC with Hedera and Ripple. So, whether they say it or not, it doesn't kind of matter. We already know where the future is going. Well, I happen to see this too, guys, from XRP Crypto Wolf. JA Mining has now adopted XRP to power faster, cheaper cloud mining transactions. So the utility is coming, and it's coming in slowly, and it really has been coming in slowly for the last little while. But guys, I have a feeling it will ramp up soon. Native to the Ripple network, XRP has long been regarded for its cheap transaction fees, scalability, and speed. XRP transactions settle in just 3 to 5 seconds, as we know, and now JA Mining wants to use exactly this efficiency. When sharing profits for handling their deposits, cloud mining services often suffer delays and hefty costs. JA Mining hopes to remove these obstacles with XRP, therefore giving miners all the stripes of a more seamless and reasonably priced experience. With great acceptance in Africa, Southeast Asia, and Latin America, regions where traditional financial institutions are either underdeveloped or too costly, JA Mining's user base spans many continents. JA Mining can now provide these customers faster access to their mining rewards and deposit systems by using XRP's cross-border capabilities, therefore avoiding the friction of traditional banks and high-fee middlemen. This action also increases access to the platform, and many of the consumers or customers in these areas depend on digital wallets and mobile-first solutions. Being wallet and mobile-friendly, XRP fits quite nicely in their daily financial schedule. So here we have it, guys. Now for this mining company, JA Mining, reducing operational costs, of course, running it on the blockchain. The transactions avoid many of these expenses while keeping security and openness. XRP's scalability also allows for businesses to manage the increased volume of transactions, something that Ethereum just can't handle. What this means for the cloud mining sector, by the way, this is cloud mining. This is not actual physical mining in the ground. The strategic shift JA Mining makes to XRP points to a larger trend. Crypto projects are looking to blockchain solutions specifically for transactions more and more. Although Bitcoin is still the most often used cryptocurrency, tokens such as XRP are shown to be more suitable for financial operations. So, just another example of where we're going to see a lot of this utility being made. These guys over there at the talking on this Blockworks podcast, I feel like they are, part of the converted. They are, starting to see real world adoption of XRP. I mean, you and I, we've all been focused on the DTCCs and all those other small projects along the way. And I know for a fact that many of you guys are probably thinking, why hasn't the price moved up? This one courtesy courtesy of Michael Branch. Just to remind you guys, we are not at scale yet, and also OTC deals keep XRP's demand hidden. So one of the major reasons XRP's utility doesn't impact the price as of now is because of how it's being used. Most institutional players acquire XRP OTC or over the counter and not through public exchanges. And, we do see price fluctuate only when XRP is traded on public exchanges. It's supply and demand fundamentals. And, for retail traders, this is why we see XRP going up, XRP going down, and this is why we see it become volatile at certain points in the cycle. But note this, guys, things could change soon. Ripple recently acquired Hidden Road. Now, again, that partnership that those guys were discussing over there on that podcast, of course, they're the prime brokerage that moves over $3 trillion a year. Even if a portion of that volume starts running through the public XRPL blockchain, the demand would become visible to markets, possibly causing the price to spike. So we're going to have real-world demand soon. Also, there's a speculation for the ETFs. Traders are paying close attention. The ongoing talks around XRP and the XRP ETFs and Ripple's expanding network of CBDCs and financial partnerships are boosting sentiment. So, guys, all this stuff eventually will culminate. And I think, as I keep saying, it's going to be about the regulation, because a lot of these financial firms, a lot of these companies, these big businesses are not going to jump in until they see regulatory clarity. That has always been my main sticking point from the beginning. So just wanted to remind you of that, and wanted to thank Michael and XRP Crypto Wolf, of course, Digital Perspectives, the DTCC, and Riz for posting that. What else do we have today, guys? The Digital Pound Foundation just posted this. Okay, at Infin Global Summit 2025, we were delighted to host the private roundtable with guess who? Coinbase, Circle, and Ripple. Now, two of those companies have been involved in a possible acquisition, namely Ripple and Circle. This summit was to discuss the future of stablecoins. The session brought together CEOs and leaders from across fintech and the crypto ecosystem, alongside senior policymakers from the Bank of England and some other institutions, the HM Treasury, and the FCA as well, the Financial Conduct Authority in the UK. So key takeaways from this, okay? So let's just remember who's there. Key takeaways, I'm going to get to that in a second. Key takeaways, though, new use cases are emerging every day and range from SMEs, exports and remittances, day-to-day micropayments, to companies such as Uber and Deliveroo. There is also the potential to address financial inclusion as cash usage and acceptance decreases. This is already a mature market. It is happening now, with stablecoins high on the agenda across financial services as payment firms, challenger banks, and financial applications seek to embrace the opportunity to innovate. Stablecoins not only enable faster and cheaper transactions, but provide new value-add service and innovation. Proportionate and pro-innovation regulation is essential in order for the UK to drive forward these opportunities. The current proposed dual regime approach for systemic and non-systemic stablecoins need to be reviewed as it is counterintuitive for stablecoin issuers seeking to grow. So this is what I'm saying, or this is what I have been saying on the channel, the fact that, we have the stablecoin markets burgeoning. A lot of these countries are realizing this is a reality. And they're saying, okay, if these stablecoins are going to be utilized, how are they going to be regulated? So let's get back to this. Circle and Ripple are at the table here. Of course, you guys know that Ripple did offer to purchase Circle. Video up here if you guys didn't catch it. Now we have this too from Crypto Eddie. Don't read too much into my comment, but interesting that Tether was at the Ripple hosted stablecoin breakfast roundtable yesterday. Now, I believe this was a different event, okay? So this was yesterday, and Tether was at this Ripple hosted stablecoin breakfast, but not Circle. Things that make you go, maybe Ripple is trying to acquire Tether also. Maybe they're just putting deals out there, and they'll take whoever accepts, they'll take. So that is also interesting to note. And no, Crypto Eddie, I'm not going to read too much into your statement. However, considering Ripple and Circle were at this Digital Pound Foundation roundtable, now we have Ripple hosting Tether at this breakfast event. I certainly do think that means that Ripple is either looking to buy Tether or, we know they're looking to buy Circle, but looking to purchase one or the other. So that is an interesting observation and an interesting move if it does in fact come to fruition. Remember when Christine Lagarde singled out both Ripple and Circle? So just going back to this for a second, both Ripple and Circle as disruptors. Now, it would be very interesting if Ripple were to acquire Circle. I'm going to play you guys this clip as a refresher. Listen to this.
The difference will not be between those who are disrupted and those who survive, but it will be between those who are cannibalized because they're not seeing it coming and they're not embracing it. And those who self-induce that cannibalization, and I'm using cannibalization on purpose because it's a bit of a striking, horrible word, but it's really what it means. It's you're going to disrupt your business model, you're going to change it, you're going to reduce your cost, you're going to expedite your transactions, and you're going to continue to inspire confidence because you will build that on the basis of an existing backbone, which is your bank and the confidence relationship that you've established with your customers. So that's where I see changes happening now. If you think of Circle and Ripples and all those, that's where they are active and helpful.
It is the circles and the ripples, guys. Well, then that brings us to this. I gotta say, Cooper Dogdad bringing this up. Interesting. He asked Grok if they do. I bet it has been planned for a good while. Now, yes, I'm going to get down a bit of a rabbit hole here. What is 5 times 8 times 9? And how many degrees are in a circle? Well, we know 5 times 8 times 9. If you do the simple math there, it is 360, and there are 360 degrees in a circle. Circle and ripple. 589, guys, there is a connection there mathematically. Things that make you go, I mean, too much to be a coincidence. Another coincidence. Anders here also commenting on this, which I think is amazing too, retweeting out Real DGen XRP Hodler's tweet. Wait a minute, Joel Katz, our favorite CTO, changed his profile pic to a military theme. Remember that, guys? I was assuming it meant, we are now on the front lines of this fight. But guys, I did not know this. May the 17th is Armed Forces Day. And so you have the numbers 5, 1, 7. If you add 1 and 7, that equals 8. And if you add 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, that equals 9. Another connection to 589. And guys, I don't know, maybe it has been David Schwartz who's been telling us this in plain sight this entire time. Which brings me to this, notfinancialadvice.crypto, having fun with this, working for fun and charging no fees. It must be a bear thing. I don't know if you guys saw his video on this, Teddy B and Teddy G. Now, I did relatively recently, within the last month or so, I did a video on this. Bearable Guy's living room is the same as Theodore Roosevelt's. I'll link this video up here in the top right-hand corner if you want more context. It has to do with these two bears. Yes, Teddy B and Teddy G. BG, Bearableguy123. Oh my goodness, the coincidences just keep mounting.
We're going to get Elon Musk to be our cost cutter. He's going to do it for zero. He doesn't want anything.
He's working for free with Doge. He works for free. Everybody at Doge works for free.
And guess what? He's going to work for free.
Elon Musk has sacrificed his business stuff for no money.
He is doing it for free. So at least there's that.
Elon's nerd army's having fun. Maybe a little too much fun.
Things that make you go, I mean, we have done several Elon Musk videos over the years. His connection to Ripple and XRP, could he be Bearable Guy? Is he one of the two? There are so many theories regarding Bearable Guy connecting Ripple and XRP, and 589, it's more than just a price. Bearable Guy has confirmed that. Is the Circle acquisition fundamental to this 589 theory? Could we replace Tether instead? I don't know. These are some opinions that I hold. And guys, I do want to remind you, I do have the Working Money Channel merch store. If you guys are interested in checking out some of this brand new merch that I've put out there over the last month or so, you can get a Bearable Guy hoodie, Bearable Guy mug, XRP mug, and hat. Lots of stuff there. One of my favorites now is the Send It Astronaut XRP design. Check it out. The link is in the description of the video. Again, though, that is just my opinion. You can check out the Patreon, too, for more of my opinions on this bull market. I'm going to be posting some older posts as a refresher for some of the newer Patreon subscribers. But please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.